Last year for New Year's, I had Van Leeuwen's sweet pickle ice cream. They don't have Van Leeuwen's ice cream at my Walmart anymore. And sometimes I'll walk in there, I'll go in there looking to see and hoping against hope that maybe they'll bring it back, but they haven't. They do have it at one of the Walmarts in Joliet. They just don't have any of the weird flavors like sweet pickle or mac and cheese or Hidden Valley Ranch. They do have they do have some good flavors though. More traditional flavors, I guess. But they don't really have the real exotic ones like I always enjoy. Everybody tells me how brave I am, as I find these weird flavors of ice cream and these weird sodas and whatnot, and I'll get them, and I'll make these videos where I'm taste testing them. And everybody's like, "You're braver than I am. I wouldn't dare do. I wouldn't even think of trying something like that." I don't have sweet pickle ice cream, but I do have Grandpa Joe's Pickle Pop. I got this at True North, the antique store, vintage mall here in town. They have a second store now. It's just a block over from where their main store is. There was this old folks home that they took over and converted into a second store. And I go there every once in a while and look around. Sometimes I see something, sometimes I don't. They're where I get a lot of my stickers from that I use for writing prompts. I'll stick them in my journal and I'll write about whatever they say or whatever the picture is. I was looking for some to put on my hard hat at work, because lately I've been going into I don't go into the radiated areas, but I do go into this part of the plant and clean. And I have to wear a hard hat, safety glasses, serviceable work shoes, hearing protection. Yeah, that's part of our thing every morning. We have to recite that. And we have to remember all these phone numbers, extensions that we have to call if there's an emergency or whatnot, or all the procedures we have to follow. But I couldn't find anything. Well, I found something. I might get it, I might not. It was one of those longer stickers, like a bumper sticker. It said, basically it said, be kind to yourself. So maybe I'll pick that one up and see if it'll fit on my helmet somewhere. But anyway, let's see if this actually tastes like pickles. Oh, it smells like pickles. Yeah. Here goes. Yes, definitely. It's always good to have something that tastes like what it's supposed to taste like. Way to go, Grandpa Joe. Now you just need to improve the formula for your ketchup soda. It's good. At least it tastes like what it's supposed to taste like. That's a big plus right there. Another thing, while I was working the outage in October, I did go up to Elgin. Well, Judy, the lady that used to run Nightmare on Chicago Street, she's kind of stepped aside, and this new guy came in. So I basically had to go up and re-audition, I guess, because I had a slot. I pretty much had a reserved slot for the last few years, and this year was different, so I had to go up and re-audition. And it went well. And it was even better because I explained to my boss and supervisor at Braidwood, this is a paying gig. I do get paid for it. So they actually allowed me to have that Saturday off so I could go up there and work Nightmare on Chicago Street, which I am so thankful for this job. I really and truly am. I am thankful for the pay. I am thankful for the people. I am thankful for the benefits. I really am thankful. They didn't have me at the Nightmare Alley this year. I was actually working in a different part. I was the ice cream man, and they gave me a costume, and they made me up, and they had me stationed outside this restaurant. I was there offering people licks of my ice cream, and they had this music playing, and I was dancing to the music. It was different than my usual Mad Doctor shtick, but I had fun. I really did. I was over there. I was out there outside the restaurant dancing to the music, and I was inspired by this when the Simpsons first came out. They had this one episode where Bart was being bullied by, is his name Nelson? The big dumb kid who always goes, ha ha! That's him, yeah, I think it was him. And it showed this shot of Lisa sitting outside. She wasn't licking an ice cream, she was just kind of like tapping it, the top of it with her tongue. So yeah, so that's basically what I did. I tapped the top of my fake ice cream with my tongue. And of course they let us, three of us, they let us get out and go see Sven. He was there again this year. They actually let us go in first because we were working our certain areas. There was me and two other people, and we got in there, and he recognizes me every year. It always kills me. Every time I go see him, he remembers me, and he signs my journal to Dwayne. You again? And I get just such a kick out of that. That's so cool. He's amazing. He really is. Apparently he had this piece in the Chicago Tribune, like one of the supplements, and he was on the cover, and he was peeking out from behind this red curtain. And I looked at it, he had a hold of the curtain. I thought he had a bloody knife there for a second. I have to find that. I'll have to track it down to the library and read it. I've been enjoying the Sven Squad. Everybody seems to think that they're going to have them take over. And Sven has said he has no intention of retiring, which is good. But I do enjoy the Sven Squad. Sometimes, every now and then, they do give them their own little, like, it's almost like a double feature. And they'll do it. That'll be like their show. And I do enjoy them. And I have been enjoying the retro-styled action figures that they came up with. Super 7. They're the guys that do these like retro-style action figures. And they've had at least 3 Sven figures. Just a regular one, and then there was one that was in black and white, and then they have a glow-in-the-dark one. I didn't get the black and white one because I was, I was still in all that mess about finding a new job, and so I was trying to conserve what I could, and then they sold out of it. I've told Super 7, because they have this thing, you go to their website, you can see all the different figures that they have to sell, and they'll ask you, Is there anything you think we could do to improve? And I'm like, yeah, bring back the black and white Sven. But I did get the glow in the dark one. I don't get everything he comes out with, and I really don't want to. I do try to. I'm not living from paycheck to paycheck, and I don't want to do that. I'd like to think I do make ends meet. In fact, I know I do. I do not fritter my money away. And if I do get something, whether it's action figure of Sven or a candle or audio CD with props, as long as I don't go hog wild, I'm okay. I don't splurge. I do not splurge. That's another thing. That's part of the survival mode I need to get out of for New Year's for 2025. Everybody tells me I'm ahead of the game. And then I say, well, that's fine, just so long as I can remember what game I'm supposed to be playing. And even if I'm doing fine, I still have anxiety. Because I think, what's going to happen? Is it all going to come? I'll be fine one minute and then it'll all come crashing down the next. I haven't had things come crashing down, but I have had hurdles, as someone called them. I did have this last hurdle in December. Apparently, some time ago, someone in our building, their mattress got infested with bed bugs. And so they moved out and left the infested mattress out in the back hallway. And they spread. And they got in my room, and I've been fighting them for quite a while. I was spraying and they had the powder, and I even got the bottle and filled it with alcohol. I was spraying them with alcohol, and I thought I was doing okay. I thought I was managing them. I'd only see like maybe one or two. Apparently, some of them got onto my jacket and hitched a ride with me to work, and they got loose in the break room. And people that cleaned the break room found them, and they found them hiding under the collar of my jacket. And I am truly, again, I am thankful that this got handled the way it did. They told me, they sent me home. I got paid for the full day. And they treated it like a medical situation, which in a sense it was. So they were using my sick days. And they gave me a list of exterminators in the area and said I had to show proof of elimination before I could come back to work. I got Well, the first guy I contacted, he wanted $5,000, and I'm like, I don't have $5,000. So the next guy I contacted, he only wanted $1,000. And so they came over and inspected the place, and we set up a time to get this taken care of. I had to move everything out of my room, and I couldn't find anyone that was willing to hold it for me for the weekend that this treatment was going to be done. So I had to put it in the back room here in the building. I just bagged everything up and stuck it in a corner. It's sort of like a makeshift storage room type of thing. And I check on it every day, and nobody's touched it. But what they did was they came in. I had to stay out of the room for 6 hours. They steamed everything, and then they treated the room with this sterilizer so the bed bugs can't lay any more eggs. Because that's how they multiply. They lay eggs, and they multiply like crazy. But they did that, and they also treated it with this thing that any of them that get in here, they're going to die. So yes, the bed bugs are gone. And they emailed me the receipt, and I forwarded the receipt to my boss. And I'm back at work now. Once again. I'm back where I'm supposed to be. And I got paid for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and I'm getting paid for New Year's Day tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow. And so things are back on track again, and I'm still trying to, and once again, I'm trying to course correct. There is this loan place in Joliet that I've worked with, and I have good credit with, and they wanted $1,000, and I got it for them through the loan company. And now I'm back at work, so I can pay them back. And oh yeah, and I had to get a new laptop because my old one, it wasn't updating anymore because it was 8.1, and Windows stopped supporting 8.1. So now little things one by one have stopped working on my old laptop. I still use it, but I had to get a new laptop, and thankfully my credit score was good enough so I could pay it off through the Walmart credit. It's called Affirm. That's their credit system, and I'm making monthly payments on my new laptop. And I'm trying to learn how to use the editing software CapCut. Because I found out Microsoft discontinued Windows Movie Maker back in 2017, I think it was, and I've been using it all this time and it still works. Why get rid of something that still works? But they did. Now I'm trying to use CapCut. I used it on the Timbers videos. This last group of Timbers videos that I did, those were done with CapCut. So far, it seems to be working okay. I just need to get on there and and figure out where everything is and how it works, and I'll be fine. I'm sure I'll do it. I just have to focus and figure out what I need to do.